Good day. Thank you for being in attendance. The Procurement Policy Board meeting will now come to order. My name is Alicia Brenny, and I'm serving as acting chair of the Procurement Policy Board for today's meeting. I now ask each member of the Procurement Policy Board here at this time to state his or her name for the record.
Wayne Lambert.
Charlotte Manchin.
Victor Olds.
Thank you. We have a quorum. I now ask that the others in attendance state his or her name.
Rabia Akram.
Carrie Nagorski. Kimberly Egbert.
Jessica Liu.
David Garfinkel.
Thank you. The purpose for today's meeting is to consider certain changes to the PPB rules. The first item on today's agenda is to vote on the adoption of changes to section 302T3 and 303J3 of the PPB rules. The rule change has gone through the requirements of the City Administrative Procedure Act, which is referred to as CAPA. The rule change has been publicly noticed, providing the public the opportunity to comment and testify at the hearing. The public hearing was held on August 28th, 2024. Copies of all public comments and the video recording were transmitted to each member of the PPB prior to today's meeting. If the PPB approves the rule change today, it will become effective 30 days after the publication of the notice of adoption. At this time, I recognize the Deputy General Counsel of the Mayor's Office of Contract Services, David Garfinkel, to speak further on the rule on behalf of the administration.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak before the PPB about multi-award contract reform. This rule change increases the maximum term of multi-award contracts. This rule change also provides clarity that such contracts and task orders may be extended in accordance with PPB Rule Section 4-02B1, subsection 3. Extending the maximum term of multi-award contracts will reduce the number of procurements necessary, reducing the administrative burden on agencies and making the procurement process more efficient. The rule amendments previously published in proposed form would have also extended the maximum allowable term for non-project specific task orders or purchase orders. After discussions among PPB and stakeholders, including our colleagues at the Comptroller's Office, it's been decided not to change the maximum allowable term for non-project specific task orders or purchase orders. Thank you for the opportunity to address the board regarding this proposed amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Garfinkel. Is there a member who wishes to make a statement or ask a question on the first item?
Just a quick statement to say that I thank PPB members as well as the Mayor's Office of Contract Services for taking the feedback from our office regarding the rule change. We're happy to support it in its current form.
Thank you. Is there any other member who wishes to make a statement or a question on this, has a question on this matter? If not, will a member please make a motion to move the item? Second. I will now ask that each member of the Procurement Policy Board vote on this item. All in favor of adopting the rule? That was all of us, so no opposition or abstention. So let the record show that item number 1 is adopted. The second and final item on the agenda is to vote on the adoption of changes to PPB rules, multiple sections of the PPB rules to permit electronic bidding. This rule change has gone through the requirements of CAPA. The rule change has been publicly noticed, providing the public the opportunity to comment and testify at the hearing. The public hearing was held on November 12th, 2024. Copies of all public comments and the video recording were transmitted to each member of the PPB prior to today's meeting. If the PPB approves the rule change today, it will become effective 30 days after the publication of the notice of adoption. At this time, I recognize the Deputy General Counsel of the Mayor's Office of Contract Services, David Garfinkel, to speak further on behalf of this. Speak further on the rule on behalf of the administration.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak before the PPB about permitting electronic bidding. Electronic bidding allows vendors to electronically bid on a city agency solicitations instead of submitting paper bids. Additionally, these rule amendments update the definition of e-ink and include a new definition of electronic signature and update relevant PPB sections to include both definitions for clarity and consistency. These rule changes will ensure a more efficient bidding process by allowing bids and proposals to be opened electronically via live stream, revised more easily, and processed more quickly by agencies, and ultimately streamline the procurement process. Thank you again for the opportunity to address the board regarding this proposed amendment and the board's commitment to modernizing the procurement process.
Is there a member who wishes to make a statement or ask a question on the second item? All right. Will a member please make a motion to move this item? Thank you. Will another member please second the motion? Thank you. I now ask that each member of the Procurement Policy Board vote on this item. All in favor to adopt the rule? Wonderful, unanimous. So let the record show that item number 2 is adopted. That completes the agenda. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Oh, thank you.